Hello everybody, it is I, the QuickSmasherEXE, bringing you another part of Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization 6. So, if you recall from the last recording session, whatever part it was, I don't remember, I said I had not installed the most recent update, which at this point is the one that came with the Khmer Indonesia DLC. I said I had not installed that, because I didn't want it to corrupt the save file. Now, you might notice that the save file that I am playing is existent, right? So, it's not broken, but the save file was installed. Or not the save file, but the patch, right? Just a minor thing I figured I'd go ahead and mention. You know, long story short, my computer had a problem, and in fixing it, the Steam update slipped through because Steam updates automatically, because, you know, you just ain't allowed to do what you want with your own property no more. But that's aside the point. What we're really going to be trying to do today is make our war with France not go horribly bad. And this looks like it could be horribly bad. I'm hoping it's not, because that would be bad. But, you know, that didn't go the best. Definitely. Yeah. Wow. Frickin' France. France sucks. France is the worst country in Europe, and Europe is already pretty terrible. Like, jeez. Flip, man. But at least we're gonna get urban defenses, which, next turn we get urban defenses, where steel basically gives all of your cities the ability to ranged attack. And we're pretty close to mobilization, too, so hopefully we will turn France and their stupid +10 strength on the home continent, Garde Imperiale, into mincemeat as part of an elaborate revenge fantasy.
There are three things extremely hard.
So, we've got steel, right? But, I guess that Garde Imperiale is just a little too far out. So we can't ranged attack it. That's a bit of a darn shame, because it means that I can do less destruction of these blasted inferior units of the inferior sort. So, now I've got to do something. I guess I'm going to try and upgrade all these bombards into artillery. Right? That's pretty expensive, though. That'd bankrupt my economy. So for the moment, we're not going to do that. We're going to wait until we get mobilization, maybe, and can hopefully, you know, get professional army in, form some corps, you know, make life a little bit better for ourselves overall. Probably want to start working on, I don't know if we might, how long, it probably would take too long to build an artillery to get artillery corps, or I mean armies. I'm talking about armies at this point, not corps. Yeah, 29 turns. So we're probably not going to try for artillery armies, but artillery corps should be enough. I mean, hopefully they're enough, right? Excuse me, a little snuffy recently. Europe might be a nice place to build a factory, because it would reach, where's the industrial zone in Europe? Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, would not even reach Charleston. So no, this is a bad place for an for a factory. We're not going to build it as a result of that. What we're instead going to do is work on a trader, because those are of benefit to us to have. No. And for science, we'll wait until we finish our bank in Curitiba to, you know, we're not going to research economics at all, actually, because when we finish the bank in Curitiba, the tech will be done. But yeah, are we going to build 2 neighborhoods? Probably not. Are we going to build industrial era or later wonder? Probably not. Are we going to extract an artifact? Not really planning on it. It's 5 turns. We're not going to have money to upgrade our Mamluks into tanks. But it'll be something, I guess. What we really ought to do now, though, is figure out how to deal with all these darn Garde Imperiale. The dumbest of units that suck and are dumb and bad and stink and suck and are awful, and I don't like them. Like, because they're not useful in human hands. Because they just cost too much to build and you can't upgrade into them. But give the AI some of these stupid things, and they can produce enough of them to make them kind of an annoyance. And it's like, we're not in a strategically threatened situation or anything. Like, we're gonna win this regardless. We're not threatened by it. But it is just sort of an obnoxious pain. You know? Because it makes our dealing with things is kind of difficult. And this Mamluk can stay here. It's probably fine. I mean, Guard Imperial can't kill it in a single hit. So, I think we'll be okay leaving that Guard Imperial, that Mamluk there, where that Guard Imperial could theoretically get to it. And, we're gonna move this Bombard here, where he cannot form an artillery army, because he just can't. Is it appropriate to recruit Adam Smith yet? I don't know. We're gonna get Alfred Nobel soon. I'm going to let that occur naturally, and save fates to maybe recruit a better great scientist if one pops up. We could recruit Adam Smith, which is a decent number of turns away, at least 10 of them, but we are still guaranteed them. I might save that faith, especially not because I could get Robert Goddard, and, you know, a space victory would be possible. It's not what I'm going for. I'm going for the domination. We must forcibly spread Arabian culture, but not religion, because Islamism is dead, unfortunately. And I don't think that will bite me in the back, because I don't think it has any units that can reach me from there. It might have urban defenses. I don't know. Well, I don't think tech check in the tech tree will be helpful, though, because I can't actually see, right? Yeah, can't see where France is. Don't have enough diplomatic visibility with them. Even if I did, I don't think it would tell me what specific techs they have. What a pickle. But I don't think that I'm really a threat from Amsterdam attacking, so I'm going to act as if I was not. I'm also going to ignore all these notifications, because eventually it just becomes kind of a pain that you really can't do anything about. It's just too much to bother with. Jerusalem exists. I don't care. Kamusai, they exist. Not that interested. Geneva and Palenque. We'll probably want to start sending envoys there, because that'll boost our campuses and thus improve our science, and that'll all be very nice. And we're going to activate Ada Lovelace in Curitiba, because Curitiba has the production to put out another district. Does it have an industrial zone? I don't think it does, but it is in a position where it could put a pretty decent industrial zone down. So let's see where we could we get one that would hit Sao Paulo, possibly? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say if we put it here, next to this mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, and then it would also hit 1, 2, 3, 4. Philadelphia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and New Orleans. That would hit an awful lot of places. So I think that's a good place to put it. It's not going to have the highest adjacency yield, like here would, but Curitiba, we're not building this here so that Curitiba can get the maximum production for itself, but so it can extend production to the maximum number of cities. And we are going to place that, but we're not going to actually finish it. But this is an exploit that's been in the game for a while, and they said they patched it out at one point, but they didn't. Where effectively, go away France, I'm not done killing you, but I will kill you, make no mistake. But when you place a district down, its district production costs go up as the game progresses, but if you place a district down, the cost of producing that district is locked in place, so to speak. They said that they changed this in one of the earlier patch notes, but they didn't, I don't think. I mean, they might have, but I don't believe they have. So I act like they haven't. Or at least I'm going to act like they haven't. I think that's the case, and so I'm going to act as if it was so. We're just going to let war happen over here. What's going on this way? Is this city-states that I'm suzerain of? Probably, yeah. Also, I'm not worried about America, because they're these two crappy cities with no military capabilities whatsoever. Like, that knight looked a little low on health, but I think they'll be okay. And if they take La Rochelle, which I don't think they will, it would be pretty great. Anyway, because we have urban defenses, even though we've never built walls in Marseille, they have the capacity to launch a ranged attack, which I cannot see the predicted results of for some reason. Hopefully this is not a bug that has occurred because of my updating the game, because then I will feel, mildly upset. But I don't think it is. so I'm not going to act as if it was. I'm just going to think it was a little problem, or just my inability to read how things work. I don't, maybe it's just that it doesn't display the damage done. I think it should, but I don't know if it does. I'm not, the number one expert. One of the changes made in the patch recently is that it changed how, religion is displayed, so I can see the religious influence made by various tradeouts. None of them are Islamist, though, so I don't really care. It might be good to do something where I'll produce a lot of gold, because I am going to need a lot of money for upgrades fairly soon. What am I working on here? A cavalry. That's nice. I don't think I'll need it right away. Tricky question. How many other trade routes do I have? Let's see if I have any ones that are expiring soon. Not an awful lot of them. I should probably start just maximizing my profits now. So, yeah, that's what we're going to try doing. And mind you, we will get a lot more gold per turn, because finishing mobilization gets us leve en masse, which is conscription, but twice as good. So in that regard, our gold income is about to improve a lot just for that. But, a trade route can't hurt too much either. So what's something? The highest gold trade route we have is Muscat, which could get pillaged. I don't think is likely to get pillaged. We're going to act like it's not going to get pillaged, because, that's the mentality we've had the whole episode. And again, if this all fails horribly, I could, just pretend the episode never happened, right? That wouldn't be cowardly or scummy in the slightest. I don't think we're going to need to worry about this here Garde Imperiale. I don't think it can cause sufficient harm to anything, really. We're just going to let it, kind of kill itself by attacking things. This, artillery corps can actually kill this guy, which is nice. We're going to do that. Remember, because mercy for your enemies is not a valid strategy when they might perhaps attack you at some point. Unfortunately, we already fired on him with that guy, so we can't kill him. But we can destroy this stupid Garde Imperiale with our much more intelligent Mamluk. See, what a lovely time that was. These cavalry corps, do they need to attack things? I don't think so. This Mamluk could just run through for enemy territory, and apparently that's the most efficient way to kill this guy. Well, I'll believe it. So, kill him we will. Maybe it would have been a more effective strategy, considering how close we were to combustion, and how soon that comes after military science. It's literally one technology apart. Maybe it would have been smarter to wait and upgrade all of our Mamluks into tanks. But you know what? That's something an intelligent person might have considered doing. And we can't act with too much rationality or forethought here, because then it won't be as interesting. Because the AI is a lot dumber than humans. Although the AI did apparently get a lot better in the last patch, so hopefully they know they don't get such strategic prowess that they might pose a significant obstacle to our conquest of the world. Because that would be a slight inconvenience. And we're going to build a zoo, because amenity problems seem to be a bit of, well, a problem. So, or maybe we should build a bank for the money and the great merchant points. Mostly the money, because that is a lot of gold. And that's not a ton of time to get it. And it only reaches really 2 cities if I were to build it. Sao Paulo and Curitiba. This is just not a well-placed entertainment district. I mean, so, interesting. Can I build more traders now? I guess we'll build a bank, because the amenity issues aren't too huge, although it is only one amenity below. Oh, I would also need oil to improve that. I don't have plastics, which is necessary to improve aquatic oil sources, right? Do I have oil anywhere on land in my empire? That's an important thing to consider. That's more important than the personal happiness of my people. Do I have oil anywhere on land in my empire? And, I don't, do I not? This is the problem with strategic resources. Like, The one you need, you never have. Like, you never have oil or horses or something or other. You're always missing something vitally important. And it seems that we're missing land-based oil because we need plastics, which is admittedly, again, not too far away. But that's like still like 12 turns of research for that. That's a bit of a pain, so that stinks. Yeah, that just actually bites a lot. We're gonna have this guy heal up here. And we're gonna have this guy... I guess he can head over here. Because I don't want him to spend too much time in range of Amsterdam. We're gonna send this guy over here. We're gonna have this guy wait here. Amsterdam is a little inconveniently placed, but it's not gonna be the end of the world to have to deal with it. And we're just gonna have our units sort of fortify and let the French hopefully kill themselves by attacking us. As we try and accumulate enough money to upgrade our army, which we should have thought about doing really before we declared war. We should have considered that we weren't very far from a more advanced army, but we didn't. Interesting to note, mind you, that rifling is required for steel and combustion, but combustion requires steel as well as rifling. That seems a little redundant, but I don't know, maybe that was a change they made in a patch, because they do make changes to the tech tree in the patches, so maybe that is a reason why that is the case. And is, wow, they're doing, Muscat's doing better against La Rochelle than I thought. No, never mind, they're not. It's just, City hadn't healed yet. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, that first time appeared to have been a little mistake, because now the display shows up just fine. Anyway, kill that guy. Misclicked. Kill that guy. Very good. But he's not quite dead. So you kill that guy. And, we'll send this bombard through here, because that just seems a little safer. Even though Amsterdam didn't attack, still seems just a smidgen less dangerous to happen that way. We're going to move this bombard down here, because this bombard can get to Rowan, form an corps or an army with that guy. And I don't know if that'll be enough to take Paris, but it'll be something. And New Orleans. Have we reached the thing which you get the inspiration for making an art museum from? Research radio. How far is radio? That requires flight. Huh. Interesting. That might be useful to go after pretty soon. We're not going to have oil quite yet. So maybe we should go for flight. No. That's a tough decision. Because you don't want to delay getting your tanks too much. But at the same time, if our artillery armies are going to be enough to really help with it, and we don't have the money or oil to upgrade our mamluks into tanks anyway, maybe we should go for radio sooner, so that we can hit up good ol'... First of all, how's the Great Science Progress going? I think next turn we'll get this guy. That's good. But yeah, because if we get the radio technology, we'll hit ideology, and when we research ideology, we can go into our better governments, which are all very nice. And mind you, the inspiration that you get for having 8-tier governments, or for 8 policy slot governments, is computers, which our great engineer gave us, but whatever. And I've gone way off topic from New Orleans and what its theater square does, or what its art museum does. It's opera and ballet. That's a dead-end civic. I don't really care. You're not doing anything too useful, though, because everything takes a long time for you to produce. I guess it wouldn't take you too long to produce a Mamluk. So produce a Mamluk for purpose of Mamluk army formation. We finished a harbor in here. I believe that has completed us a quest for a city-state. I don't know if repairing it did that earlier. But we'll look at these quests in a little bit, too. As for production, could build a lighthouse, but I don't think that'd be super helpful because we only have a couple lake tiles here. A campus is good, industrial zone. I think an industrial zone in Krakow will be fine for all of these dudes. Theater square, not necessary. it could go, perhaps, for an entertainment complex, because all these dudes do seem a little upset. So, I don't know, maybe there's some benefit to that, because it would 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would provide amenities to quite a few cities. If it was here, would it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it was here, it would provide amenities to, and just double checking, to Krakow, Warsaw, Medina, and if we conquered Amsterdam, it would provide amenities to there as well. So, oh, but that's also where the, well, it'll be right next to where the industrial zone is going. The industrial zone is going there. But Roclaw maybe doesn't super need an industrial zone, but it would be mildly useful. Interesting preponderance, that. We're going to put the entertainment complex here, though, because it'll be nice to be able to send some amenities out with zoos later. Eventually. I mean, I know I keep postponing that whenever, you know, the one time we've had the opportunity to do so. But, you know how it goes. And in just a little bit, we'll be able to form those our artillery corps. And hopefully maybe get some professional army in. We might not have enough money, to be honest. I don't think we can make peace with anyone yet, because they declared war too soon, and you have to wait 10 turns. You know, one of those little arbitrations. 6-day wars don't happen in civilization. And my. We're already at 21 minutes, and I feel like I've done absolutely nothing. Well, we'll just move this man like here so he heals a little more. Because you heal a little bit more in your own territory, a little bit less in enemy territory, and a little bit average outside in just neutral territory. So yeah, with that, I think we're going to call this an episode. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying the series so far. And if you have enjoyed the episode, then I hope that you come again next time. And I will see you all then.